show you exactly what's happening across the state of Alabama. Again, current time is 5:07, 5:08 p.m. now, and we're coming back online. Again, I apologize for that blip of downtime. We got a tornado warning that continues for the northern part of Covington, southeastern Butler, southern Crenshaw counties. That's on the board until 5:30. The current time is 5:08. Again, if you're just now joining us, and a lot of folks are, we had a blip of downtime with our uplink internet system, and so we're back online now, and I want to encourage you. I realize we probably lost a few folks. If you'll let them know, my hands are tied to this live stream, but if you'll let them know that we are back up and running, I certainly apologize that we went down, but now we're back up, and we're going to keep talking about this situation and talk about some of the warnings. Tell you what, I'm going to tweet out here. We had some downtime there, and I apologize for that. Here's the state as at large, and the deal is you've got Tuscaloosa here, Birmingham, Anniston, Gadsden, and lots of heavy rain in these areas, but nothing in the way of severe thunderstorms or tornado warnings. The closest severe thunderstorm warning to the Birmingham and Tuscaloosa metro is in Bibb County, right here to the southeast of Centerville. You see a new radar update there. Also a portion of Perry and Dallas County included in that severe thunderstorm warning. You've also got a severe thunderstorm warning in progress for the Montgomery metro area right in through here. This clips the Montgomery metro. Of course, Interstate 85 runs to the east out of Montgomery. Lots of heavy rain near Pike Road, Sprague, Grady, Alabama in Montgomery County, but we don't have any tornado warnings there. We do have a tornado warning here in northern Covington, southeastern Butler, southern Crenshaw counties. And because this has technically exited our coverage area, what I want to do is shift now and talk a little bit about the damage that's happened in Century and points to the northeast of there. So what I want to do, firstly, let's look at, if you'll take my laptop full, please. And again, I want to take this opportunity and thank our two producers. Bruce Thompson is our Chief Legal Officer for RedZone Group LLC, and also Lee Margaret Bostick. She's our executive producer today, controlling all the graphics and that sort of thing. So I want to thank them for being here. If you watched it about an hour ago, it got a little dramatic. We took shelter here in the greater Bruton area because we had a large tornado that you see there. This picture is from the Tate High School football program. Tate High School is in the southern part of Escambia County, Florida, very near Pensacola, but this tornado happened very near Century in the northern part of Escambia County, Florida, and we want to thank them for that photo. Let's also look at this video. I'm going to take that full. And here's this tornado very near the Bondurant lumber area near Flomaton. And again, you see Spinks MacBook View, the banner up here. This is exactly what you're seeing on my screen. This video is from Dustin Carnley on Facebook, and so I certainly want to thank him for that video. And we got a new tornado warning that's just been issued for Butler, also Crenshaw and Covington counties that replaces the old one. That's going to be until 6 o'clock. So that's the deal with that. Again, this is the tornado as it stood very near Flomaton and Century, near the near the Bondurant lumber yard. This sent in by Dustin Carnley, posted to his Facebook page. So we certainly want to thank you for posting that. And tell you what, let me go back here, and I want to scroll through. Take the radar full, if you will, please. And I want to scroll through my Twitter feed here and see exactly what has transpired in terms of damage. We got some live video here, and we might take this full in just a second. This is going to be from Evergreen, Alabama. And hang with me. I know that we lost a few folks when we went down about 5 minutes ago, but we're back up on the live stream. The deal was we had an internet upstream link hit, and so I apologize for that. Sometimes that happens, especially when you've got lightning. There's no telling what caused it. We'll get to the bottom of it, though, and make sure it never happens again. The deal is you got a new tornado warning now for the far eastern part of Butler County, not including Greenville, not including Georgiana, not including Starlington, and this is going to be until 6 o'clock. If you know someone in the community of Luverne here in central Crenshaw County, let them know. Tornado warning until 6 o'clock. This also includes the far northern fringe of Covington counties north of Andalusia and Opp. So no issues in Andalusia and Opp due to tornadoes for now. And I'm getting word that tell you what, take my laptop full, if you will. This picture is from northescambia.com. That's a local news organization. take my laptop full. That's it. There we go. This is from northescambia.com. Look at this structural damage. This is very near Century. This is the type of stuff that happened today. You got trees and stuff snapped. This, I can't tell if this is a site-built structure or a mobile home. It looks to be a mobile home, I would assume. But nonetheless, some significant damage there. Thanks to northescambia.com for that image. Same thing here. Now, this is a site-built structure, and this is a classic situation where if this person has a helmet on, I don't know this, I can't confirm this, but he or she probably is fine, because if you have structures falling like this, if you're in an interior hallway, closet, or bathroom, that is the part of the house that's going to remain standing if you have a tornado come over you. And clearly some significant damage here, this being brought to you by northescambia.com. So there's that. Let's go back to another view. I'm not sure if this is the same structure or a different one, but nonetheless, this is from northescambia.com, site-built structure there on northescambia.com. So also don't know if this is a mobile home or not. Nonetheless, significant damage has happened in Century, Florida and around that area. So very significant. This is on Twitter. I want to thank everyone for sending this in. You can see it publicly on Twitter. And what I'm doing now, this was tweeted in. You can see the hail there. I'm just scrolling through the Twitter feed as you would see it on my feed as well. This is the type of thing that's happening outside right now. Lots of heavy rain, lots of lightning. You don't need to be traveling if you can help it. All right, so here's Highway 29 closed around McDavid. Police blocking it off on 29. Don't go to Century right now if you don't have to. If you're in Bruton, do not get out and spectate. You don't have any business doing that, all right? We need to let the first responders do their job, and also there could be people trapped in buildings. I don't have a report of that, but it certainly could be a concern. So absolutely no travel right now if you can help it, and certainly do not go to Century, Florida. Let these first responders do their job and do them well, and not be distracted by all the folks that may be spectating. So please keep that in mind. And tell you what, all right, so we've looked at some of the damage. Tell you what, let's go back to the radar if we can. Again, no tornado warnings are in effect. Southwest Alabama, I mean for extreme northern Covington, far eastern Butler, and much of Crenshaw County, including the county seat of Luverne. And so no travel right now along US Highway 29 that runs through Luverne there. Let's go back to our other radar source. Lots of lightning, lots of thunder. I do know we've got a new severe thunderstorm warning. We'll tell you who's involved in that quickly. And here's our polygon. And you don't see the city labels, but I'm going to call them out to you. Who's included in this new severe thunderstorm warning? You've got Jay, Berrydale, Dixonville, also Dixie, which is in eastern Escambia County, Alabama, Sellersville, also Rock Creek, McClellan, Santa Maria, also Berrydale, also just to the north of Central, included in this severe thunderstorm warning that's going to be in effect until 6 o'clock. Roads that I mentioned, what happens is State Highway 41 travels south to Dixonville, Alabama, there at the state line, and then turns into State Highway number 87 that runs into Santa Rosa County, Florida, there in Florida. So no travel right now in those areas. Berrydale Crossroads, anywhere near there, no travel as this severe thunderstorm warning continues until 6 o'clock. Again, let's back out and show you no tornado warnings are in progress across southwest Alabama. I can't stress that enough. Tornado watch continues for many counties until 9 o'clock local time, but the good news is I'm not seeing anything in the way of tornado warnings being issued in this general region for now. I also want to tell you, this was when we went down a bit ago, that a few of the counties over here in western Alabama have been canceled out of the tornado watch. You've got Chatham, Jackson, Fulton, Thomasville, Grove Hill, Toxie, Butler, Needham, also Linden, Sweetwater, Aimwell, Demopolis, all out of the tornado watch. So all clear in those areas for now. So all right. I apologize. The live feed is coming and going, and so the I have to end this broadcast very shortly just because A, we don't have any tornado warnings, and B, we keep losing this internet connectivity feed, and I apologize for that, but the deal is we don't have any tornado warnings, and so we're not even supposed to be here. But we are here to talk about the damage that's occurred now after the fact. And again, hang with me because as long as we can, what we're doing is talking about the damage situation here in Century, Florida that's transpired. Again, I appreciate all of the concerns and the texts and the tweets and all that, and keep those damage reports coming in, but the live stream is coming and going. And so what I'm going to do, we're going to do a quick Facebook update. No tornado warnings are in progress across southwest Alabama and northwest Florida. You do have a severe thunderstorm warning in progress for southern Escambia and northern Santa Rosa counties here in South Alabama, but again, no tornado warnings. And I can't stress that enough because if this feed goes out, that's the end of it. But no tornado warnings for now. Have a way to receive warnings over the next few minutes as we continue to monitor this severe weather event. And what I'm going to do is step off camera here and actually aim this at the TV because I want our Facebook folks to be able to see exactly what's going on as I say it out loud. So, all right, so what we're doing is broadcasting straight to Facebook. This is sort of an experimental feature, and we are on both live streams at this point. We are on Facebook, and we're on the RedZone Weather live stream that we've been having some issues with over the past several minutes. But again, we've had significant damage here in Century, Florida due to a large, violent tornado that happened now about an hour and a half ago. And so what I want to do is show you this tornado. In fact, if you'll go to my laptop, please, and I want to show you exactly what happened. This is a fantastic view. You can see this tornado that was down very near Century and McDavid about an hour ago. Again, this is not current. This was an hour and a half ago. And so there's your large tornado on the ground very near Century and McDavid. We'll show you another video shortly of exactly what transpired there. What I'm going to do is, if you'll go back to the radar quickly, I want to get this posted to our Facebook page. Again, if you're watching on Facebook, you're watching on my personal profile, and I know that this can be a bit confusing, but the deal is, because we are not integrated into our page yet, you see it on my personal page as opposed to RedZone Weather. So I'm going to go ahead and share that. And again, we are here talking about the severe weather event that's ongoing across South Alabama and northwest Florida. A tornado watch continues for much of southwest Alabama and northwest Florida for the next, say, 4 hours. But the deal is we've got some counties that have been trimmed out of this. In fact, let me take off the radar data here so you can see exactly who's involved. Any county that you see here shaded in pink, you've got Escambia, Monroe, Conecuh. All of these areas have a tornado watch that's in effect until 9 p.m. local time. Washington, Clark, Choctaw, Marengo, all 4 counties that I just mentioned are out of the tornado watch. So Thomasville, Linden, Butler, Chatham, all clear. The severe weather threat has ended for your area. However, if your locale is shaded in pink, the severe weather threat continues, and we have a tornado watch that's in effect now until 9 p.m. local time. I'll put on the radar data here so you can see exactly what's happening across the region. And I want to stress that if you're in Bruton or East Bruton or Flomaton or Atmore, very heavy rain, lots of lightning is happening, but we don't have any weather warnings in effect for these areas. You've got Evergreen here. This is Interstate 65 that connects Montgomery down to Mobile. Very, very heavy rain, perhaps some small hail in these storms, but not looking at anything in the way of a tornado warning. The only tornado warning we have right now is in the far eastern part of Butler County. This does not include Greenville, Georgiana, or Starlington. This is for the far eastern part of Butler and much of Crenshaw counties, including the county seat of Luverne. So be sheltered right now if you're anywhere near Luverne along US Highway 29 that runs from basically Andalusia up to Luverne over to Troy. Be sheltered in Crenshaw County anywhere near Highway 29 as we've got this tornado warning polygon that continues basically for the next, say, 15 to 30 minutes. And I'm just looking at our feeds here to see what the deal is in terms of the warning status from the National Weather Service. And again, we're broadcasting live on 2 streams. We are live on Facebook Mentions, which is from my personal profile, and also on the RedZone Weather live stream. If you want to access that, we will be there indefinitely until either the power knocks us out or the severe weather threat ends. All you have to do is go to rzweather.com. And so if you're watching now from your phone or tablet or computer on the Facebook integrated feed, and if you were scrolling through and you see me talking, go to rzweather.com if you want the latest feed. Again, rzweather.com is where we will be. There's a 30-minute limit on this integrated Facebook feed, so hang with me at rzweather.com. We will continue to talk about the ongoing severe weather threat, and also we will show you some damage pictures from around the Century area that happened about an hour and 15 minutes ago. So that's the latest on that. And what I'm doing now is actually posting our live stream to the RedZone Weather page on Facebook. So again, bear with me while we get this integrated. All right, so we're good on that. Again, a tornado warning continues for much of Butler and Crenshaw counties for basically the next, say, 30 minutes. And I'm looking here on Twitter, we're getting more reports of damage from Century. This tornado that happened near Century was large. It was down for several minutes at least. Down in through here, very near McDavid and Century. We've seen it. We know it was down. We've showed you damage pictures on the RedZone Weather live stream, which is different again than our Facebook feed. And right now what I'm doing is actually loading another video from the greater Century area. If you're in Bruton, if you're in Flomaton, Wabeek, Atmore, Malta, Wallace, Barnett's Crossroads, raining like cats and dogs, no warnings for those areas that I just mentioned. Just heavy rain, and that's certainly what we want to hear. Again, the tornado watch is being trimmed back, and I'll be able to give you an all clear in Wilcox and Monroe and even Baldwin counties, the northern half of Baldwin County, basically in the next 10 to 20 minutes. So here's your main line of storms. Once this passes, the severe weather threat is over, and we'll have a cold front moving through that will bring much stable air from the west. So keep that in mind. The severe weather threat not going to last into the evening hours. This event actually has transpired in the early time frame of what we advertised this morning. We said basically noon to midnight, and indeed the first tornado watch was issued at about 12:02 p.m. Subsequently, the first tornado warning of the day happened in Monroe and Conecuh counties here near Repton. We had a confirmed tornado down at about noon today, and we've been here since then. So obviously it's been a long day, significant damage near Century, and I would advise you, if you're in Bruton or Atmore, don't drive to Century. Let these first responders do their jobs and do them well. They don't need spectators on the scene. There will be plenty of time for that in the days ahead, but I would advise you stay away from Century. We could have power lines down on the roadways, so certainly something you want to avoid over the next few hours, of course, as we continue to have first responders in the greater Century and Flomaton areas near McDavid, where we've had this significant tornado happen. So that's the deal with that. Again, if you're watching us on Facebook, I know many of you are, this will end on the integrated feed at about, say, 5:35, about 5 more minutes, but we will continue our RedZone Weather live stream at rzweather.com. All you have to do is go to Safari on an iPhone or iPad, or also on the Android internet browser, rzweather.com, and that stands, of course, for RedZone Weather. You can also go to redzoneweather.com. That'll take you to the exact same place. Tell you what, let's zoom in to this possible tornado near Luverne. I'm growing very concerned about that. Let's go to our Southeast Alabama radar site. And what I want to do is look at our velocity data. Here's your area of concern, right in through here, just to the west of Luverne. You've got, of course, Alabama Highway number 10 that connects Luverne over to Greenville. And this is your couplet anywhere near Highway 10 in Crenshaw County. Right now, I don't care where you are. If you're within 5 to 10 miles of State Highway 10, be sheltered, as this extremely dangerous couplet is moving off to the northeast at a fairly rapid clip. This is going to likely miss Troy to the northwest. So we certainly could have a tornado warning for Pike and southern Montgomery counties if this thing continues moving off to the north, but going to miss Troy to the northwest. Grady, Shady Grove, Petrie, all going to be under the gun for the next several minutes as this couplet continues moving off to the north and to the Highway 331 right in through here. That's that dark line that connects Highland Home down to Luverne and ultimately Brantley in the southern part of Crenshaw. got many folks watching, and the Weather Service has now canceled Butler County. The deal is that Butler County is out, and I'm just looking at our Facebook feed. We have lost the connection there. We keep losing the connection left and right. I would venture to guess that because we got so many folks accessing smartphones across the region, and perhaps since we have some emergency personnel looking at this situation, we've got a cell phone overload. And so if our data goes out, join me at rzweather.com. That's the latest. And again, tornado warning continuing for portions of Crenshaw County. That is the only tornado warning in the state of Alabama right now. That is where we have the tornado warning. There's your new update. In fact, Butler County is out, Crenshaw County is in. Again, thanks for joining us. If you're on the Facebook feed, we're going to end that right now. But if you're on the RedZone Weather live stream, we're going to continue. And so I certainly thank you for tuning in this afternoon. Again, no warnings in effect for anywhere in southwest Alabama, but significant damage has occurred. What I want to do is show you the damage reports one more time, and then we will end this broadcast. Because again, what's happening is the tornado watch is being canceled as this line of storms moves through, and the severe weather threat is ending. So certainly some great news there. And what's our status on our live stream indicator? Are we good? Okay, great. Again, we've had some downtime in the past hour just because our uplink internet stream has had some issues. I'm going to work fervently over the next few days to figure out exactly what went wrong with that. We will make sure we get it right for the next severe weather event, which, if trends continue, this El Nino pattern has caused now 6, 7, 8 severe weather events in the past 2 months. Keep in mind, one thing that's very, very interesting, again, we're not focusing on any tornado warnings here, so I do want to take a pause for a second. What's interesting is you've had 8 severe weather events basically in the past 8 to 9 weeks here in southwest Alabama and northwest Florida. Before this 8 to 9 week period, we went basically a year and a half without having two severe weather events. And so the deal is we're in a very active period right now. That's going to continue. In fact, temperatures tomorrow are going to be in the upper 60s, and by Friday we're going to hit 74 degrees in southwest Alabama and northwest Florida for afternoon highs. So if you're a warm weather fan, take heart in that. Severe weather threat going to end later tonight, warm weather later in the week. So certainly some good news there. Tell you what, let's do one final check of the damage like I said, and then we're going to get out of your hair and end this. I've showed this several times. If you, let's see, if you'll go to the my laptop in just a moment. All right, this is perfect. All right, go to my laptop if you will. These are from Julie Bush, and these are very near the railroad track south of Century there along State Highway 4. This is coming from Julie Bush. And let's take you, I'm looking at these as you are, significant damage here in Century. All right, and I'm looking at these as you are, seeing them firsthand. Clearly, trees absolutely destroyed there. Lots of damage in Century. You've got what was once a tree, obviously down on a power line. And so this is the type of damage that has happened in Century, Florida. This is your account of what's going on. These are from Julie Bush, and I certainly want to thank her for sending these in to get these out over our live stream. This is the kind of damage that this large tornado did in Century. I am very concerned. There we go. All right, we're back up, and again, I apologize if we're going to have to end this live stream, folks, just because we don't have any tornado warnings, and this is going to be it. But here's the deal. I promise. We'll get all these damage photos on redzoneweather.com via our Facebook page. Again, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for tuning in. And again, no tornado warnings for southwest Alabama. The only one on the board right now is in Crenshaw County. And we've had significant damage in Century. There will be time to assess that. No travel right now anywhere if you can help it. But again, tornado watch continues until basically 9 p.m. Counties are being trimmed back. We will keep you posted on our Facebook page. Again, Thank you so much for watching RedZone Weather's coverage of this live severe weather event that's happened over the past 6 hours now. We started at noon. We're going to end at 5:39. I'm Spinks Megginson. On behalf of all of us at RedZone Group LLC, Bruce Thompson, Lee Margaret Bostic, and many of you who help me on a daily basis, I thank you for watching. Have a great night. We'll see you on Facebook.